Hey guys, Coach Cindy here from All Out Training, and today I'm going to talk about, are you an emotional eater, but are you emotionally hungry? You are determined to lose weight. You spend time choosing the right program, cutting out certain foods, making promises to yourself, and finally getting that gym membership that you have been putting off. You start off with the best intentions only to have it all fall apart because you've been stressed, sad, anxious, bored, or frankly just lazy. You also happen to be an emotional eater. Perhaps it's time you address that first. Time for a food reality check. Emotional eating can be triggered by a variety of psychological factors, whether we're conscious of them or not. To help you become aware of your own triggers around emotional eating, we've compiled a list of common ones that I'm going to cover today, and you'll be able to read them on a blog post coming to you soon. Type 1, food is my therapy. I feel angry, depressed, anxious, bored, stressed. I use food to numb my pain and ease my emotions. I just want to feel happy again. Number 2 type, food is my shield. No one sticks up for me. I eat to defend and protect myself from the harsh words and feelings that others impose on me or maybe on myself. And when I'm eating, I can't hear my inner critic. Type 3, food is my friend in love. I feel alone, unwanted, and unloved. Relationships around me don't feel stable or intimate, so I allow my close relationships with food to fill in the gap. Type 4, food lets me feel like I'm in control. When life hands me lemons, I eat to feel like I got this. I feel independent and I'm in charge of my own life, but I let my fear of missing out get the best of me by overeating. Type 5, food is my comfort zone. Change is scary. If I am faced with new challenges, I use food to prepare myself for what is ahead or to procrastinate. I'm afraid of failure and even success, and food never lets me down. That's a tough one. Food keeps me young. I'm eating because I don't want to grow up. I don't like to face life as an adult, and this is how I dealt with things when I was younger, so it should still work now. And maybe you're making your food choices based on the choices of when you were younger or when you were a kid versus now being an adult. Food is often our way of rewarding ourselves, lifting our spirits, and celebrating. While we need a healthy food in our lives, relying on it as your primary coping mechanism can become an unhealthy cycle and an obstacle to tackling your weight loss goals. So how do you address emotional eating? Before you jump on the treadmill, beat yourself up, or, jump on the next bandwagon, or try the next fasting diet and then the last trend, or take a weight loss or a fat burning supplement, here are 3 important questions to ask yourself to help tackle the real problem. Number 1, are you physically or emotionally hungry? Learn to recognize the signs and feelings of being truly physically hungry and eat only when you experience them. So it's not to say that emotional eating is bad, but generally we lump emotional eating and binge eating together. Emotional eating is a response to how you're feeling, like the 6 different types that I just mentioned. Binge eating is when you can't get out of that cycle. It just goes into another and another and another, and you just can't stop, or you can't even understand how you've eaten that much, basically. And it's uncontrollable feelings as a result of eating whatever you chose to eat, and you beat yourself up. And in turn, it's not the food that has ruined your progress. It's the cycle that happened, all those feelings that were worse off than the food that you just ate. So it's not to say that all emotional eating is bad, but learning, am I physically hungry or I'm emotionally hungry, is 2 ways to separate it. If your answer is I'm emotionally hungry, then you can begin to explore, well, what are the feelings that I'm feeling and what do I actually want? Because that food is not going to resolve. That food is your crisis management response. You're in survival mode, but it's not going to solve the emotional feelings that you have. So it's a hard question to ask, are you physically or emotionally hungry? Because by asking that, you might be involved in a lot of feelings that you maybe don't want to address right now. But it's just going to keep continuing the same pattern over and over unless you address them. And are you actually thirsty rather than hungry? I'm not suggesting that thirst or that liquids or juice or water or milk or whatever is going to solve your hunger. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we just haven't drank enough. We just haven't taken a moment to pause and to say, am I thirsty or am I hungry? Because sometimes thirst will solve the same feeling of hunger that we have, But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, I'm not thirsty. I am damn hungry, and I'm going to have that, and I'm going to nourish myself physically for energy and for nourishment and vitamins and that sort of thing. So you can try drinking a glass of water or tea or something like that and see if that helps you as well. And have you given your body enough time after eating to register that it's full? My parents are notorious for this because they have such a habit of eating fruit or dessert right after dinner. They don't even stop to ask if they were full from the meal. It's just an automatic movement into the next thing, and some of us have that too. And so we haven't really stopped to wait the 20 minutes for our brain and our body to connect. Are we actually full before we go for the next second helping, or the dessert right after, or that cappuccino, latte, or frappuccino, whatever it is? And so have you given yourself enough time to register that your body is actually full? So can you identify with any of the 6 types? Food is my therapist, food is my shield, food is my friend in love, food lets me feel like I'm in control, food is in my comfort zone, and food keeps me going. And then ask yourself the 3 questions. Don't beat yourself up if you're an emotional person or just having an emotional moment or experience and you choose food to help you survive or cope that moment. But at some point, if your goal is weight loss, looking after your body, nourishing your body different, or what have you, then you want to look at, how can I experience those feelings, address those feelings? What do I really need emotionally versus trying to survive the moment or the feeling? We got to get under the rug, sweep under the rug, and look and see what's under there so that we can uncover what it is that we really want to feel and experience in life within our bodies and within the world and our relationships and everything else. So this is Coach Cindy. So I hope this helps as you navigate through this weekend, the week ahead, and this next season that's going to be a busy one.